Hi, everybody. So, I have some new people to introduce you to today. Both of them have been on my show before for different reasons. So, this is Monica and Taya, and we're going into a time where it's going to be like the old medical systems are going to start to implode, and the new kind of healing is going to get bigger and bigger. So Taya and Monica are now at the point where they can probably take appointments over Zoom, like I'm doing. And I'm doing big groups at this point for healing. And Monica and Taya will probably go into that at some point, and there will be more people that do individual stuff. So we're going to be in this gradual progression of people eventually learning how to just heal themselves.
Like a stairway? Is
Yeah,
that kind of
just
what
like
you're?
the stairway to ascension will
Yep.
be the stairway into the healing process of you're going to have help for a while, and it will just continue up and up and up until you're like, I know how to heal myself. I'm just going to bring in this vibration. So I'm
Yeah.
really interested to hear the modalities that you guys are using. And I think they're really interesting. And I have an idea of what yours is, Monica. I already know about Taya's, which, I love these modalities, but I want to hear more from you, Monica, about it's called the raindrop.
That's raindrop technique, and I can't do that on Zoom. That's a hands-on
Right.
technique. But I do energy healing. Um, I when I'm connecting with someone, I immediately get information about what they need. I
Mhm.
get I do get a lot of people for years actually that they go to doctors, they have something going on, and doctors can't find it. So most people come to me after
Mhm.
they've gone through everything, and I'm able to, either it comes in right away or I have a good idea of what it is that's going on. Many people are struggling with parasites right now, and it's kind
Mhm.
of like what's going on in the outer world is going on in the inner world, so we need
Mhm.
to clear that. And um I have a lot of information on that and how people can detox. I do ionic detox foot baths, which I can't do online either, but uh, I can service local people for sure.
Mhm.
And um I work with essential oils, and uh, if I get guided, they speak to me, so I get guided what it is that they need. And I could probably do that on Zoom and recommend an oil that they can use that would assist them. These elementals, the crystals are getting really loud,
Yeah.
so they really want to be utilized for this time. They're getting uh, really giggly because they are so needed.
Mhm.
So I also do inner child work through the compassion key, which is something that's the most recent thing that I learned and that I'm using on people. It's profound, so
Mhm.
profound. It clears. And not only that, I love it so much because I can give them the tool, use it themselves every minute of the day. So that's my passion too, is to show people their own healing abilities. I've always loved to do that. I don't
Mhm.
want people to need me forever. I want
Mhm.
them to shine on their own.
Great.
So I also do ancestral clearing, which is forgiveness work if that's necessary.
Mhm.
So I pretty much talk to people and see what it is that they need based on either what I've learned or intuitively it comes in.
Mhm.
Uh, Sometimes I am able to, not sometimes, but when it's called for, I can do distance healing. And I can also check into somebody's body and see what's going on inside. I can see certain things, and I work on pets too. So it's interesting work, and the medical field is absolutely collapsing.
Oh, yeah.
There is
I
so
can
many,
feel it.
oh my goodness. And I'm getting excited because
So am I.
it's a detriment to humanity at this point.
Barbaric.
So, yeah, it's awful. So I want people to learn how to heal, and I want them to
Yep.
realize their own beautiful sovereignty that they have, that they've been created with the miraculous body that actually can heal itself if they love it, and if they take care of it properly, and learn how to listen to it. And that's part of the compassion key, the inner child work. When you're done and you take in this inner child, when you're done listening and showing compassion to it, you walk on the earth differently. When you know that you're carrying your child, and this is your responsibility and your time to love yourself the way you've always wanted to be loved. And it's powerful. It's really powerful.
Yeah, I love that. Love it. So, and that is the key. Like, we're here to ascend humanity. So we all have like these souls that are amazing. They've ascended before. They're here to be the guide to what I call the inner child, or the human consciousness. And the inner child or the human consciousness needs to love itself. So if you're being hard on your inner child, or you're not listening to your inner child, it's time to start. And
it'll let you know too.
It will tell you, your body will tell you. So yeah, that's so beautiful, Monica. I'm really excited. And we're going to have the things below, because this is really important for healers to kind of come together and say, I'm not doing this right now, but this person is, because there's no competition. So I think it's very important that we realize that, and you go to who you resonate with and get assistance if you feel that you need it. Like, a lot of my stuff is self-propelled. Like, you have to watch a video and you have to do your own work, unless I'm doing the quantum healing. So it's important to me to introduce people that are still seeing individual people, because a lot of individual people still want help on an individual basis right now.
And I have that a lot. A lot of people are really, it's like when I wake up in the morning, I will thank the people that are coming into my path that need to be awakened more and need to go on a journey, and me being part of that journey. And I'm thanking those people already. And it's unbelievable how many people will just walk right through my path. And, something will drop in front of me, or, whatever. And then there's a conversation, and then it just comes up, and, I have my cards and I hand them out. And it's just, I don't know about you, Monica, but when you're at a grocery store or whatever, get ready, because it hits. It's like more and more now.
Yeah. So tell us what you've been doing, Taya. What modalities are you using right now?
Honestly, probably a lot of my higher self, listening to my higher self. When I meet somebody, unless there's like a blockage that they're just not ready, and that does happen, but not very very rarely that happens. But I will notice that when I meet somebody, I automatically really quickly connect to them. And it's like my higher self connects to their higher self. And it's like a quick bleed through of what they need, or what they, and it's sometimes it's like loud in my head. But I've learned to be able to like organize it and like put it to the side if I'm talking to them or, whatever. But I'll even find myself sometimes when I'm talking to somebody, I'll get I'll get emotional, because I see things that they have either gone through or they need. And you so badly, as a healer, as an empath, you so badly want to help people. That's just, I've always wanted to help people since I was young. I mean, I used to play doctor, nurse, and it was for the better reason, not the bad reason. But I used to want to pretend like I was healing people. And it was so funny because as a child, I would lay my hands on people and I didn't have tools. And I didn't have that stuff. I actually used my hands. And now looking back, that was me remembering that from my past lives. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'll go back to, I do my higher self. I also use a device called a Healy. And the Healy is the bioenergetic field. So think of ourselves as energy and frequency, and being able to connect to that with a device, and it reads it. So a lot of people are like, well, how would you do that from like remote healing? You ask that. And that's a great question, because think of the radio when you're listening to it when you're driving. And if you're connected to somebody and you're able to connect to their frequency, to their energy, it's almost like that. You don't see the frequency coming through your window, through your car, listening to the music, do you? But it's there, and we're all one, and we're all connected. And so this energy is exuded, especially for people who want to be healed, especially for people who need that healing, that feeling of I'm okay, I'm 100, I'm sovereign. They really exude. I don't know if you've noticed that. Do you get that, Monica, when somebody really wants to be healed? It doesn't matter where you are. You can talk to them on the phone and you can feel that energy. They're like, help me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's like the inner child calling out to you.
Yeah, I think it just happens organically when people just find me and they don't even know how they found me.
Right? Don't you love that?
Just the connection that, that I've been trusting for many years.
Yeah.
So I know that that people that need me are going to find me. So that's the way I'm doing it.
And that's exactly, it's like, I don't chase. I don't, I'll put my cards out there or whatever, but I've even told Honey in conversations that I don't put my information and what I do out on social media, because I don't want the wrong people to get my information. The right people will get my information, and the right people will find me. And those people that need healing, that will connect with me. So yeah, I mean, I do frequency, vibration, light therapy. For people that are in person, I actually have a light therapy bed that works with their chakra. And people that aren't with me, like in person, they're still with me and in my energy. And I will use, the frequency, the vibration. I clear blockages. I cut cords. I'm shedding ancestral contracts. And then in remote healing, like you were saying, Monica, my main goal is to get people that are able to do this on their own, to be able to give them that power to know that, yeah, this is me, this is how I'm helping you, but you have that ability inside you to do that. All of us are healers. And when you leave me or leave Zoom or whatever, I will give them homework. I'm not shy. I'll tell them, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to have, or whatever. I'll kind of go over those kind of things with them. And then I'm a person that will kind of check on them and, you know, kind of they'll be like, well, can you send me like, you know, this, and this of what to say, my affirmations, because I'm really big into affirmations. That is part of taking your power and recalling it back and manifesting and doing all of that kind of stuff, you know. And so yeah, I use the Healy. I use my higher self. I also have been wearing life patches, and I've been doing life patch. That's also frequency. I have been using life patch now for going on probably 9 months to 10 months. So those are the things that I have used. And Monica, like you were saying, detoxing is such a powerful thing, because you really can't heal without getting rid of all the stuff. Because
yeah, it's necessary at this time.
you have to. Exactly. And, you know, I mean, people will ask me, and I'll go through the stuff I do. Like I do a lemon water with cayenne pepper and cinnamon. And, you know, I make an elderberry syrup, and, you know, I do that every morning, first thing in the morning. This will, you know, it literally cleans out things. Chia seeds in it also, you know, it helps clear everything out. And I'm also doing a humic fulvic acid every day. It's a detoxifier. It pulls out those metals. It pulls out those nanobots. It pulls out all that stuff that we have been poisoned by, you know, in so many years and so many decades. And it's just, you know, it's preference on what people feel is right for them as well, because they might feel more strongly to, you know, use the Healy. And, you know, I can analyze what their body is going through and what they're missing. And it's very intuitive. Like I can analyze somebody and I can literally read down the list of what, you know, it's saying. And their eyes are just huge. And they're like, how did you know that? And it's just by the grace of source and our energies.
And our bodies are so ready
Oh,
to
it is.
level that it's clear, you know, the information comes in very clear.
Oh,
So.
definitely. Yeah, definitely. And one of the things, the powers that I give people is, like I said, the ability to do things on their own. And when they realize that they have the power to cut those cords when you're not there, or clear that ancestral, you know, help them get to those Akashic records, you know, show them how to do that and rip those contracts up. I mean, just the light that comes into their eyes when they see they have that power to do that. It's like nothing else.
Mhm.
It's just like this, my inner child feeds off of helping people.
Yeah.
So in the end, or at the beginning, all of us are consciousness, and we're consciousness in a body, and we're basically navigating this learning game that we're in. And the learning game is actually becoming more fun.
Oh yeah.
So it's important, yeah, that we clear away the old stuff. And some people are more comfortable doing their own work with a guide. Some people are more comfortable seeing an individual person for maybe months. So it's going to run the gamut. But as the medical system collapses, you know, things are going to change pretty dramatically. And we will have frequency medicine, but we'll also have maintenance medicine that is more individual. And everything's going to run on frequency. So a lot of people are going to be basically attracted to their healer because that's somebody that they have a good frequency with.
Yeah.
Thinking about that too. And I think social media will actually be fine in the future to be talking about what you're doing. I know that right now, and I get some of this too, because the parallels are squashed, we are getting a few people that may be trying to come up from a different parallel, or they're coming in sideways, whatever, and they're actually really angry still.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not really ready to heal. They're still in a mode where they're not ready. And just being aware of that as a healer as well is important, because in the past there was a few people that didn't want to heal. And I tried to say, but you can heal. I can see the highest timeline for you, but they weren't ready to see it themselves.
Yeah.
So
I think some have their own journey where they already agreed not to heal, or
yeah.
they already agreed not to be part of this, but they're just bystanders watching, right?
Yeah.
Also, I did get a download a couple of weeks ago. It was really beautiful. The information was that there's so many of us doing our work. So many. I'm gonna cry.
Oh.
that it's that it's actually healing the whole planet, but some people that are not ready to heal or don't have the courage are being healed. We're just doing them.
Yeah.
It's happening for them.
They don't even know what's happening. They just will wake up one morning, and this is what my download I'm getting is they'll wake up in the morning and they'll know something has changed, and they'll feel better. And they'll look in the mirror and they'll be like, "What's?" And I can see this. I can see it in my mind. They'll look in the mirror and they're like, "What's different?" I can see their mouth moving. I can see them asking, "What's different? What happened?" But it's not clicking. It's not connecting. But that's what we're doing. Just like we helped with that hurricane. That was so powerful. That's when everything just was click, 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 with so many people out there that knew that they had the power.
That was an awesome. That was an awesome experience. That's one of my superpowers. I can move, like I can change weather. But when I checked into the storm that was brewing, I knew there was something not okay with that. There was a solid core of something I've never seen before. And when I started to see, then I got the idea of just sending it love. So I said, well, I'm not going to change it. I'm just going to send it love, because that diffuses pretty much anything that comes my way that doesn't resonate, right? So and then I saw so many people doing the same thing. That was an amazing accomplishment. Yeah.
Well, that's when everything started opening up to me, going, okay, there's so many people waking up now. Because even on Facebook, I'm on like resonance or Schumann resonance. I'm on a couple of other things. And of course they're going to be on there. But people were talking about, maybe they're not healers, but their faith. And they were talking about how faith can move mountains together. And it was so overwhelming. The feeling, the love, you could almost feel like I would picture when I was breaking up that storm, is this immense pink unconditional love light just going through it and just breaking it up. And just breaking it up. And then after the pink, the white source light just beaming through it. And it was just so powerful. And, we just know, how sovereign people are, and how strong people are, and how powerful people are. And more people are, you know, they're starting to wake up. I'm seeing it on social media, and I'm actually able to share more things now on my platform, like my social media and stuff, and not feel like I'm going to get attacked, you know,
Right.
like, you know, all of that. And in all honesty, I really didn't care about being attacked because I knew my self-worth. I've always known my self-worth. You know, us being healers, us being star seeds, us being light workers, energy workers, whatever we are, we're all one. And, you know, being younger and going through that and learning these things. And like, I don't know, like 2020 really shook me and woke me up. And that's when I really started like diving deep into things. But before that, you know, I mean, my higher self was there, and I just looked at it as, you know, okay, well, I was called storyteller. I was called, you know, all these different things I told Honey, and it was my higher self, and, you know, my inner child and all of that kind of stuff. And now you look at it and people are going through that phase. And
Yeah.
as soon, you know, as soon as they go through that phase, then they'll go through. So it's like you said, it's like a staircase. It's like, okay, you're here, I'm there, you know, and it's just kind of like moving up, but we're going to keep moving.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're going to keep moving.
Yeah.
And that was a pivotal point for humanity. So that hurricane was a massive point for humanity realizing that they can create change.
Mhm.
And I know that, you know, my platform and most of the healers' platforms and a lot of prayer platforms, and, you know, people were really coming together and taking care of it. And it
Mhm.
basically dissolved at the end.
And
So
did we even hear anything about the so-called other hurricanes that were supposed to hit after that? They just,
no, they dissolved on their own.
yep,
I knew that would happen.
yeah,
So that was exciting too.
yeah,
I feel like they tried to mention the one that was coming right after that, and it just kind of fizzled out because people were not willing to give their attention to it.
yep.
It didn't have any power. And that's how we're going through everything. And
Mhm.
the healing yourself thing that you were talking about, Monica, that is like the 100th monkey theory. So, whatever you can do to heal, whether you're getting help with it or you're doing it yourself, you're helping everybody around you because your consciousness is saying, I'm healing. It feels really good. As soon as I get rid of some of the yucky stuff, I feel better. And you're willing to go further and further into it because it's raising you up further and further on
It's
that.
like a wave at a Yankee game.
Yeah.
It totally is. It's beautiful. So I'm going to put both of your information below because I want people to be able to reach out to have individual help because I think it is a pivotal time for that as well, where people need sometimes to have that because they're at a crucial point right now in their process of healing. And I think it's beautiful that you guys are doing this. So I'm glad
It's
that
exciting.
I introduced you guys today.
Looking forward to
Yeah.
it.
It's
Okay.
exciting. It's you know, Honey, we've known each other for quite a while, and we were introduced in a very unusual way, but we were introduced, and I knew right then and there that you were part of my soul family. And it has only grown since. And the ability to be able to heal has come through so strongly. And when we talked about it, and we were like, you know, you've been healing people, like I heal people out of my home. But you know, and now I've been healing people, remote healing. And you know, you kind of come out of your shell. I don't know about you, Monica, but in the beginning it was like, oh my gosh, what do I say? What am I doing? And it's like this light just comes on, and it's like, I'm ready. I am ready to help people on their journey. I am ready to make a difference.
I'm being pushed into this.
You're being pushed into it?
Yeah, the universe is pushing me. I can't avoid it anymore. I like
Yeah,
my
it's a calling.
home and having my clients here and there.
Uh-huh.
But a good friend of mine just did my astrology chart, and she says, look, you're holding your own self back.
Yeah.
My astrology chart says that I need to address the masses. So here I am.
Well, here you are.
Here I am.
Shining your light.
Yes.
And your light is very bright.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks everybody for watching, and we just wish you the absolute best on your own journey.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Thanks.
Bye.